What's up, everyone? Happy Monday, August 16th. Did a glute or a leg day, but it was glute emphasized yesterday, Sunday. Just going to go over the exercises, and yeah, we'll go ahead and jump right into it. So I started off with leg press. Again, just warming up, nothing crazy. I did 2 plates on each side, and it's just really getting the motion down. Like I said, it's more of like form over weight when you're starting out. You don't really want to, jump into anything too crazy. You want to, warm your body up, kind of get a sweat going, and then, get that feel of like the motion of how you're going to be, performing the exercise, and making sure the technique and everything is all set and sound before you start, really loading the weight on there. And honestly, that isn't really necessary until you actually get the form and technique down. If you're just swinging weight around, using momentum, it's not going to really get you very far. So anyways, started off with 2 plates, and I worked my way up to 7 plates on each side, and did, I think, like 10 reps. So I started off, I'll warm up, try to do like anywhere between like 15 to 20 reps, just really getting the form down, really low on the eccentric portion, the lowering part of the movement, really trying to focus on lowering it on like a 3 count, and then like a nice pause, and then driving it back up. So really focus on controlling the movement and controlling the weight with whatever you're doing. That's really where you get the most bang for your buck. Don't try to rush the set. Really, like, kind of dwell, I guess you could say, in the set. Making sure you're getting the most out of it. Don't just lift the weight to lift the weight. Lift the weight with a purpose. And that's like a really main point I would want to drive home to people. I see a lot of people ego lifting and stuff like that. It's really not necessary. You end up staying in the same position you were months ago or years ago or whatever. So focus on technique, form, and then start using progressive overload and adding the weight, and that's where you're really going to start seeing the results. So I did leg press, and then I did squats. We have like a new squat bar. I can't even think of the name of it. You'll see it in the video. So I did squats. I didn't do anything too heavy. I think I worked my way up to like 225, and did 10 reps of those. Started off with just a bar, and then did like 15, 20 reps of that. Threw a plate on there, a 45-pound plate on each side. Did like 12 reps, not 12 sets. That'd be insane. 12 reps, and then I worked my way up to a working set of 225. Nothing crazy, nothing heavy. Just really trying to focus on, getting the motion down, as opposed to, like I said, just loading weight on there and either hurting yourself or just, using momentum, or not using full range of motion, as far as you can. Not everybody could go ass to grass, but just try to make sure you're, like I said, controlling the weight. And I did, it's just like shoulder width apart. I have my feet slightly out. You could play with your feet. You could go narrow. You can go wider. Kind of depends on, what you're trying to emphasize. At the end of the day, it's all going to be hitting the legs. So next I did trap bar deadlifts. You could do regular deadlifts. Sometimes I'll do stiff leg deadlifts, but I decided to do trap bar deadlifts to kind of mix it up. In trap bar deadlifts, you're really just hinging at the hip, kind of bending over, bringing your hips, out, making sure you're bracing your core, keeping your core tight. And then you'll see in the video just bringing the weight back up, making sure you're not hunching your back or anything like that. Don't pull with your lower back, making sure you're driving with your glutes, your hamstrings, and your not your lower back, but your upper back. You're obviously using some of that. Worked my way up to 2 plates on each side, 45-pound plates, and did 2 sets of 10 with those for my working sets. Warmed up with just a 45-pound, or actually just a bar, the trap bar, and then did a 45-pound plate on each side, and then did the 45s on each side. After that, I got into deficit reverse lunges. You could do regular walking lunges. You could do regular static lunges, just reverse static lunges. You could do whatever. It doesn't have to be deficit reverse lunges. I just like to do that because it adds just a little bit more depth, a little bit more range of motion. And it hits my, I make a little bit of a wider stride, so it's hitting a little bit more of my glutes and my hamstrings a little bit more, as opposed to taking a bit more of a narrow stride. So kind of play with that, see what works for you. I feel like the wider your stride, the more hamstrings, more glutes it'll hit, and the more narrow your stride is, it's going to be a little bit more emphasis on your quads. So did those, and then I finished the workout off with body weight. I guess you can call them glute bridges, hip thrust. Just put your foot on a bench, and you're almost driving through your heel, and performing a hip thrust. Your back is on the floor. And I think I did like 15 reps for each leg, and I did 3 sets of that, just trying to, you know, burn out the glutes. And then I didn't get it on video, but I always do either a hamstring curl sitting or lying, and then I did leg extensions, seated leg extensions on the machine. And that was the end of the workout. What I probably should put a little bit more emphasis on is like the warm up. Either you can do foam rolling after your workout or some type of cool down. Even warming up, like I've said on the previous videos, like on a stationary bike, just to kind of get the blood flowing, the sweat going. That's also another great way to, you know, warm up before you jump into your sessions. You can do really lighter weight and higher reps, especially like say if you're doing like, I don't know, dumbbell press or something. Just, you know, warm up with something extremely light, just so you know you get the focus of the muscle. You know, you're trying to build that mind muscle connection. I know it sounds super corny, but it really does help. And then start ramping up, you know, the weight to your working set, whatever that may be. And then another point I wanted to drive home is like a lot of people, you know, everybody's trying to, you know, obviously get to the next level, you know, trying to improve upon their situation, but don't worry about, you know, what other people are doing. A lot of people, you know, always worrying about, you know, what so-and-so is doing. If so-and-so's, you know, natural or whatever, you know, just focus on your situation. You know, make sure your nutrition is on point, make sure your sleep is on point, making sure your recovery is on point, and then just be consistent with it over the years. And I can guarantee you, if you stay consistent with it, you're going to see the results. It takes time. It doesn't happen overnight, but have fun with it. Everybody's fitness journey is different. Everybody's genetic profile is different. So some people are going to, you know, progress faster than others, and some people aren't. So that's just the kind of the cards you're dealt. Just work hard, control all the factors you can control, and stay in your lane. Don't really worry about what other people are doing. Just focus on, you know, your situation and how you can improve upon it. And then at the end of the day, it's all about having fun with it, and enjoying the process. It's more of a healthy lifestyle. You know, it's not something that's an overnight fix. This is something you want to incorporate for the rest of your life, to make sure, you know, as you get older, you're able to, you know, stay active. You know, it's not really, you know, you want to make sure those years as you get older, if you were lucky enough, you know, to even, you know, live those longer years, you know, make sure you're active, you know, that active, making sure you have that quality of life. And that's really the reason why I work out. So yeah, have your reason why you work out, and try to improve upon yourself, you know, try to beat your best effort, what you did. Don't worry about what Sandy's doing or what Tommy's doing. Focus on you, and just have fun with it, and enjoy the ride. I appreciate you guys watching the video. If you stayed this long, I appreciate it. Like, subscribe, comment, and I really appreciate you guys, you know, all the support and stuff. But I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, peace.